Okay, we got why Guinness World Records suck now.
It wasn't too long ago that Guinness was known solely for being the gold standard in recognizing the extraordinary.
Say I was to run 101 yards,
Mhm.
and say this is the world's fastest 101 yard time. Would you let it in?
No, records have got to have some sort of significance. There are some things which are so crazy that nobody else ever does them.
Oh, so I don't know who this is. I would imagine he's like some sort of like representative for the Guinness World Records. Um, the core concept of a record having to be significant, in some way, is I think the core of what this interview was getting at. I mean, because I mean, shit. If anybody could like set a world record for anything, it's like there'd be like umpteen billion records being set every dang day, and you can't really have that because then there's no I don't know, pride, accomplishment that goes along with like setting a record.
But now, it's no secret that with each passing year, as more and more records are being made,
largest drag queen storytime event.
Largest bucket of fried chicken.
they're slowly running out of reasons to exist.
It's also the state that has the fastest edible food. It's a cake made of a big car made of a cake.
And between rumors of some overall shady,
I mean, it's kind of funny when you start to think about the Guinness World Records being a business, and you know the thing about businesses is they have to make money and stay relevant. The thought of Guinness World Records ever going away is just kind of hilarious. I mean, it's like, oh, no one's setting records, so we just got to make some random ass ones up to stay relevant. Is kind of funny.
business practices, scamming people out of tens of thousands of dollars, and making some questionable moral judgments regarding charity.
They just ruined their entire image in my own mind.
It's clear why people no longer trust them to be the ultimate authority.
They denied my record because I did it for charity?
Oh, what? Shit, this is like a gaming thing. Like, what? So the Guinness World Records, was this the dude? This was the dude that did like a bunch of pull-ups in a day, and he beat like, didn't he beat like David Goggins' like record of like pull-ups in a day or some shit like that? Did they deny it because he did it for charity? That's pretty stupid.
Wait, I'm not even trolling right now. I swear on God.
The craziest part about all of this is that the book's creators initially tried to prevent this exact scenario. The story goes that in 1951, two twins, Norris and Ross McWhirter, are put in charge of creating the book after an executive from Guinness Brewery approaches them with an idea. He explains that recently, while at a pub, he got into an argument over Europe's fastest bird, but was unable to come to a satisfying conclusion. Now, arguments usually mark the end of something. A band, a relationship, a life. But this one marked the start of something big. A book to settle these debates. A true encyclopedia of superlatives in human achievement and the natural world. The widest, the biggest, the longest. They could distribute it to pubs for free as a promotional item. Norris and Ross, while being pretty out of the ordinary people themselves, are also really good at collecting statistics. So the man from Guinness approaches them to take on this little marketing stunt. They accept.
They have not just collected these items, in fact, they have memorized them as well. That's really fantastic. Who has the largest family in the world?
That's a Russian woman called Madame Fyodor Vasile, had 69 children in 27 confinements.
Holy shit, I didn't even know that was a record. Who has the largest family? Or immediate family? 69 kids. Oh my god. That's too much fucking, dude.
And just like that, the Guinness Book of Superlatives is born. While it was originally just supposed to be a free promotional item, it quickly captures the imagination of the world. This first edition is far from the book we know today. It's got some iconic records like Roger Bannister's 4-Minute Mile and Robert Wadlow's Height. It's also got quite a few that are, let's just say, lost.
Oh, what? World, most descendants, multiple births.
Lost to time. Sure, I can even show all these. Heaviest heavyweight.
Wait, what? Let me see this.
Sure, I can even show all these.
Heaviest heavyweights. The heaviest man recorded in medical literature is Miles Darden, who was born in North Carolina, 1798. He grew to 7 feet 8 inches and a height and attained a weight slightly in excess of 1,000 pounds, dying in 1857. Oh, I wonder why he died. Was it because he was 1,000 pounds? The heaviest recorded woman who died in Baltimore in 1888, scaling 850 pounds. The heaviest human in the world today, Robert Earl Hughes, age 27. 27? 946. 1,000 pounds? At 27, bro, you're gonna die before you hit 30. You're coming up close. Somebody help these people.
Heavyweight, most successful complainer, tallest.
Wait, what? Ralph Cornel, New York network television executive, claims to have been successfully collecting for every misadventure that he has damaged him. His total receipts in settlement for such complaints as poor telephone and car rental service, gas, electric overcharges, failure to deliver on time, imperfect goods, improper installation, landlord disputes, and the like, have come to almost $80,000. And he is still complaining. His latest complaint, whatever, $80,000 in. Damn. That's hilarious. You want to talk about the justice system and like suing people? This guy knows his shit, dude. Holy.
Full complainer, tallest giant S.
Who?
We also have shortest dwarf, not to be confused with shortest human. Greatest mass killing. Oh my god. The wettest place.
Actually, that's incorrect.
Well, there certainly are a few oddball entries in here. The McWhorter twins try their best to make sure each record is accurate and universally significant, at least a little bit.
Say I was to run 101 yards and say this is the world's fastest 101 yard time. Would you let it in?
Certainly not, no, because it would be too ingenious. That would just be fudging it. No, records have got to have some sort of significance, and they've got to be international.
Well, then what about the 200-yard fastest time, or the 300-yard fastest time, or the 1,000-yard fastest time? I mean, I get it. I'm just being a ball buster with the fastest time of whatever distance. I get it.
Nationally competitive. There are some things which are so crazy that nobody else ever does them.
By the 1970s, the McWhorter twins have successfully taken what was essentially a marketing gimmick and turned it into gold. In the end, they're the ones really responsible for giving Guinness a reputation of being an accurate, official source of information. And things only continue to get better until...
Which is kind of cool if you think about it. To be able to pull back, or to be able to call back on all the archived things that, humans have done in recorded history as a record. That's pretty cool.
1975. You see, outside of Guinness, the twins take part in their fair share of political activism. These antics eventually lead to them pulling the wrong strings. Both Norris and Ross are vocal critics of a group called the Provisional Irish Republican Army.
What
and
the
one
heck?
day, two of its members decide to pew Ross McWhorter out.
Oh, so they killed him? Oh, okay. She, man.
Outside of his home. He's rushed to the hospital, but the wounds are simply too much. This event takes a massive toll on Norris.
Do you find that you can function just as well on your own, or on your own?
Well, an identical twin is really genetically the same person. And really, every day, I miss him.
After 5 days of being numbed by grief, he launches an anti-terror movement and says to reporters, "I am resigned to being a target. I take the view I've had a good life, and that I owe something to Ross's memory."
But the book, despite the tragic loss of Ross, has gone on from strength to strength.
Norris parts ways with Guinness World Records in 1989, taking any semblance of integrity they had left with him, and marking the start of some big changes.
2, 1.
It's now the 1990s, and Guinness finds themselves in an interesting spot. While at their core, they're still just a company created as a marketing gimmick. Now people generally...
Wow, that's kind of crazy to think that the Guinness World Records is just a marketing platform. for people to sell their shit. Guinness World Record is just like a different style of Shark Tank. Dang, dude, that's crazy.
I don't really see them as the ultimate authority over who gets the title of best in the world. It's like if the NFL invented football and get to pick who wins the Super Bowl. And seeing that there's no longer anything preventing them from profiting off this position, they start testing the waters to see just how far people will go for a title like that. And it turns out, yeah, they'll go pretty far.
Whoa.
To the average woman or man, it's a place in history.
He wanted to be the youngest pilot to travel around the world in a single-engine airplane in 30 days. Their plane crashed into the Pacific Ocean shortly after takeoff on the final leg of their trip.
And to advertisers, it's a PR goldmine.
Damn, dude. I never really thought of it like that. That is crazy. This video just opened up my mind.
Largest bucket of fried chicken.
Fast forward, it's 2008. Guinness World Records has been sold to the Jim Pattinson Group, the same guys that make the Ripley's Believe It or Not books.
Oh.
The advent of Google.
Wait. So, Guinness World... I remember Ripley's Believe It or Not. That was a show. I thought it was like competing against Guinness World Record because Guinness Records also had a show where people would go on and attempt to break like world records. I knew they were kind of like in the same vein, but I didn't know that Ripley's had like was able to like just outright buy them.
Puts book sales in a steady decline, but lucky for Guinness, they have nothing to worry about. The Jim Pattinson Group sees much more potential in their other product.
Ordered my certificate, my frame, medals, badges, and the certificates for the volunteers.
Welcome to the Guinness World Record logo store. How can we help you look like a more important person today?
You're officially amazing. It's a new Guinness World Records title. Long time coming. Congratulations, you're officially amazing.
Wow.
This side of the business,
they just hand out random records for people that apply to set a record.
Only played a small part in their sales at first.
We discovered that in the last few years, a big chunk of Guinness World Records income now comes from helping companies and other clients invent and break new records to get publicity.
What's next?
Oh, wow. I did not know that. Oh, why didn't I know about this? It kind of figures to understand that these guys know all the records, and if you want to like make a new product and with such an outrageous claim, it's like this is the best product or for whatever reason, you should probably have it break a record, and then we can give you a little plaque, and then it will be a Guinness World Record. It'll be in the news. It'll be great marketing. It helps you. It helps us. It's a beneficial thing. Wow. It helps Guinness World Record because it maintains the fact that they're still trying to pose as a sort of authority on what a record is and is not. And it helps out the people trying to set a record because you just gain the credibility of these guys that just track everything.
This is the other part of the challenge. Okay, I think it'll work.
Hey Swifties, I am the Guinness World Record holder for the most Taylor Swift songs identified from their lyrics in 1 minute.
What? Most Taylor Swift songs identified from lyrics in a minute? Why is it like just some Indian dude? Bro, I thought all the Swifties were like mostly chicks. I thought it was like 99% chicks that listen to Taylor Swift. Meanwhile, some Indian dude is like, yeah, you guys suck. watch me break this record, Swifties.
Guinness World Records has also sent adjudicators to Saudi Arabia to certify records like their world's largest flagpole, and has repeatedly worked with the Dubai police force, helping them break 11 records.
Now you have no option but
they literally just go to this place and tell them what records to break. Oh my god. Ugh.
to buy a Guinness World Record. Sorry, I should revise that. You can submit an application to get one for free, but good luck with that. Pray to make your mark in history. Yes. Yes. What?
What?
Back in 2023,
Stupid
I
ass
wanted to try
website.
my hand at getting the Guinness World Record for most lotions.
Lotion squirted with one hand in minute? Whatever happened to the cultural significance of records, bro? What are we doing?
Squirted in one hand in 1 minute. I didn't know about priority applications, so I just filled out a free one. And within a few hours, they were pleased to inform me that they got my application. Only at the bottom of the email, they said, "We will aim to process your application within."
Your claim your claim is in the stack. Just recently, it's in the bottom of the stack, and we work off of the top of the stack. And it's going to take us about 3 months to get there. Okay, so yes, we'll get there. Wow. You think all the records in that stack are culturally significant records?
Within 12 weeks. Please note that only a small number of new records meeting all our criteria are accepted every week.
Biggest user of the poo emoji. Oh, really? This is supposed to be significant? I had no idea. This is literally news to me that all these new records are complete utter dog shit.
I can see you guys have a dedication to quality.
Biggest user of the poo emoji?
For urgent claims requiring an immediate answer, you can use our priority service, which ensures that your record application is assessed by our expert team. I can only assume this is what they mean by expert team.
The more weird it sounds, the better it is, and don't think about it.
Bro, I would imagine, this is what I'm guessing. They have some sort of database where they can query a claim. So like they look at the claim that's being made for the record, and then their little team or whatever of record associates, all they do is type in a database, most blankety blank recorded in history or whatever, tallest, wettest, heaviest, whatever. They query the database spits back out an answer, and then they can tell you, does the record exist, yes or no, and what it is, how hard it is to beat it. And yeah, that's literally what I imagine.
Turns out I got an email back and saw the word "unfortunately" and decided to not read the rest of it. Thanks for not wasting my time. It's not to say they haven't wasted plenty of other people's. We've been looking into making the world's largest cotton candy sculpture, and this is currently held by a YouTuber. We wanted to do this for National Cotton Candy Day. When I reached out to Guinness, they told me it was going to cost $25,000 to apply for this. We make freaking cotton candy, for God's sake.
I can't write 7 songs on 7 continents in 7 weeks and get in the Guinness Book of World Records because they don't know what a song is. Also, they wanted $25,000.
Are you the oldest living person? Do you want Guinness?
Hey, that's the most cheatingest guy in gaming right there. I know that guy.
To believe you, as long as your credit card goes through. Also, remember earlier when Norris McWhirter said this on a talk show?
No, records have got to have some sort of significance. There are some things which are so crazy that nobody else ever does them.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
And therefore, they haven't really got anything to compare.
It's funny he says that.
At some point, a record is so bizarrely specific, it ceases to be impressive.
They no longer see records as milestones, but as money-making opportunities. Guinness is now exactly what Norris feared. Feats ranging from pointless to downright silly litter the pages.
Mr. Methane says he first got wind of his natural flatulist ability while adopting the full lotus yoga position. Wow. Flatulist. Oh, so significant because everybody can flatulate. Oh, what a great record to keep track of.
It gets so out of control that some even make a hobby of collecting them. Ashrita Furman holds the record in this category for once being the proud owner of 600 of them. Tell me,
600 records by one dude? Oh my god. I had no idea. I thought Guinness World Records was like was a respectable company, dude. But now it's just like, It's a clown show of a company that I'm realizing. Holy shit, dude.
If you notice a pattern. Fastest mile dribbling a basketball while on a pogo stick. Fastest mile somersaulting. Fastest mile stilt walking.
Still walking fastest. Jesus. Still walking on spring-loaded stilts. These are so, like, bro, you just make a stilt, a spring-loaded stilt that's more springy, and then all of a sudden, you can make it faster. Like, there's no, like, what do you call it? There's no organization to any of this. This is so hilarious. Fastest mile somersaulting.
On spring-loaded stilts. Fastest mile balancing a pool cue. Fastest mile walking on shovels as stilts.
What?
Say I was to run 101 yards and say this is the world's fastest 101.
How is it significant to use shovels as stilts, guys? What are we doing? Let me guess. It was a garden company that made the shovels for something like, what's like a popular, let me guess. Was it a popular shovel company? Some company that makes shovels probably asked some stilt walking bro, hey, set this record. And the dude was like, oh shit, okay. And then voila, I broke the record using these shovels. Buy them. What a meme, dude.
Yard time. Would you let it in?
Certainly not, no.
While these people might just be having some fun, the records showcase a big problem with the new Guinness. Guinness World Records is turning what should be a celebration of human achievement into an exercise of corporate greed, or in some cases, worse.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, manipulation.
Guys, Doug Sensor Martin here. Hope you guys are having a great day.
Earlier this year, professional gamer and fitness influencer Doug Sensor Martin sets out to break the world.
Yeah, I think I saw this. I didn't see like what happened the actual day. I just saw like the after thoughts of it, and it's like, you know, I just see pictures of him and like standing next to David Goggins or whatever, and he's like, I did a shitload of pull-ups in one day. Woo! That's fucking hard, dude.
World record for most amount of pull-ups in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Previously set by Kenta Adachi with 8,940.
Jesus.
In February of 2024, he posts this video to YouTube.
It's just been a lot for me over these last few months. I've been training to break a Guinness World Record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours.
He explains to his fans that to get the world record, he needs to train. And because of that, his professional gaming career needs to be put on hold.
The last thing that I want to do is play and hold that team back.
And with that out of the way, he gets to work.
It's been your boy Doug Sensor Martin, and I'm out. Peace.
To make sure everything's official, he pays for an adjudicator, pays the priority application fees, and pays the merchant to use the logo. They set the date for September.
Bro, of all the gaming records to like break, and it's not even a gaming record, it's a fitness record. A fitness record being broken by a gamer is such a massive dub for gamers everywhere. This is great. I think it's awesome that he did this, and it's not so awesome that he did not get recognized by these guys.
September 8th.
We are absolutely confident and certain that we're going to be able to attempt this record tomorrow.
He also announces he's going to be doing the record for charity.
11 a.m. Eastern, we're going to be raising money for Project Purple, which is a charity to try to save lives through pancreatic cancer.
And after months of non-stop training, the day finally arrives.
So my question would be for Guinness World Records. If you knew that this whole thing would be done for charity and that you were not going to like put his record in, why would you even pay any of this any mind at all?
With the adjudicator present, his family and friends surrounding him, and thousands of people watching on the internet, everything seems to be going according to plan. Now he just needs to break the record. hours pass. What's this? 8,938. 8,939. 8,940. With almost 5 hours left on the clock.
The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Doug Sensor Martin is officially the world record holder.
5 hours is a long time.
Yeah.
So he keeps going.
Just keep
and
going.
Proceeds to shatter the previous score by an astounding 300 pull-ups.
Guys, I'm not kidding. Now is the time to go wild.
He's just doing the victory lap at this point.
Only stopping due to the condition of his hands. Now,
Yeah,
it's all
I don't want to look at his hands, dude. His hands have got to be so beyond blistered. I don't know how his hands, okay, I actually do want to see his hands. Those things have got to be, like, bleeding.
to the adjudicator. And he gives the thumbs up. He's done it. Phase Sensor Martin is now the proud owner of a Guinness World Record.
Until.
But not for long.
Wait, I just got word on my application for Guinness.
If you remember earlier, I showed this clip.
We are absolutely confident and certain that we're going to be able to attempt this record tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to be raising money for Project Purple, which is a charity to try to save lives through pancreatic cancer. And my grandmother died of pancreatic cancer when I was 12.
Uh-oh. Apparently Guinness has a rule which says this.
If you represent a business, agency, charity, or government, or if you wish to make use of the Guinness World Record licensed worldmark logos or services of the adjudicators, they denied my record because I did it for charity?
Why would they go through that? Why would they go through the whole rigmarole of actually being there with him and allowing him to do that if that was a thing? Did somebody just fuck up and forget the rules? Why wouldn't they just tell him that in the beginning? And also, why is it even relevant whether or not you do a record for a charity? The record is the record, all right? It has been done. Like, what does it matter if you represent a business, an org, a charity, for any reason or anything like that? Why is that relevant?
Wait, I'm not even trolling right now. I swear on God.
People are furious. Many people see Guinness as simply out of touch, but others call their morals into question.
The Guinness Book of World Records, quite frankly, are on some hoes.
Yeah.
Acting like a bunch of hoes. I'm actually disgusted.
They can deny it.
Acting like a bunch of bitches.
All they want, but we all saw Doug do it, and thanks to the fact that there were thousands of people vouching for him.
He does not have the Guinness World Record. He has the actual world record. He has the world record. He does.
And multiple articles written on the situation. Guinness responds.
And in the court of public opinion, that's what matters. Not some stupid business that says whether or not they vouch for it. He did it all streaming. It's on record.
Responds to the outrage saying, hey, settle down. We'll give him the record. He just did a couple things incorrectly.
Did he do the things incorrectly, or did you guys?
For one, he filled out the wrong application.
Consultancy services for organizations, standard application for individuals. Yeah, okay, so I get it. It's like he's like a streamer bro, and he is technically a business versus, and he's doing his business is helping out this charity, and that's probably why everything is confusing versus like an individual, like the word organ. Is this how you spell organization? I think this is wrong. Yeah, it's with a Z, not an S. What is going on here? Consultancy services for organizations versus individuals. What does organizations mean? Is organizations for like a group record, Or is individuals just like an individual performing an act? Or does organizations mean an organization is trying to do a record that one person is going to attempt? Like, there's a little bit of gray here that I'm not understanding.
And we're fine if someone does a record for charity.
Like, but if that was the case, why wouldn't all this get, like, ironed out before he did it? Why was there all the confusion? Like, if you're gonna be, like, represent the Guinness World Records, why wouldn't you iron that out?
They just have to pay the required fee to do it, is all.
Are you serious? It's all like a money thing? Like, is the organization fee higher than the individual fee? But wait, did Doug file an individual one when he was an organization? Or did he file the organization one and he was an individual and he just simply didn't pay the right fee?
What? A fee? For supporting a charity? The truth is, it's not a matter of Guinness being good or bad, but rather misunderstood. For so long, they were on a pedestal, but recently, people are beginning to realize that they're just a business at the end of the day. The only thing we can do is treat it as such, and realize that being the best in the world isn't all it's cracked up to be. It won't make you famous. It won't.
I mean, it kind of will. That's a lie. I mean, it depends on the record. Like, everybody knows, like, the fastest mile, like, most points, or like sports records or Olympic records, like physical records. I would say most people are like probably somewhat familiar with. Like, there's probably a record for like the fastest mile, the fastest 100-meter dash, the fastest 400 or something like that. That's probably like a little bit more well known. Nobody knows the guy that has like 600 records or whatever, or the guy that squirted the most lotion with one hand or whatever the fuck. Yeah.
Make people respect you. In fact, it might make them respect you less, and it definitely won't make you happy. The only thing that can do that is trying to be the best you that you can be.
What was that ending? Oh my god. That was actually hilarious. Oh my god. Ugh. That was a great video, dude. Thank you, thank you. I had no idea the Guinness World Records pulled that dumb shit with Doug. Good for him for actually getting it at the end of the day. But also, Guinness World Records is such a meme. Like, damn near almost anything could be a record. And the significance of a record is no longer, I don't know, relevant anymore. I would say, if anything, the 101 foot dash is more significant now because of that interview. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, you're gonna give somebody a plaque for a fucking most poop emoji used? Are you kidding me? What a meme. Ugh, whatever. Okay. That's pretty much it for me. I'll catch you guys on the next one, alright? Later.